Hello everyone, I hope you're having a good Saturday, and I hope that you're able to go out, mow the lawn, get gardening done, and maybe even have a garage sale this morning. But we do have some showers and thunderstorms that looks like they're going to pop up again today, very similar to the past few days where we get a little bit of that sunshine early in the day, and we're so hot and we're so humid that it sparks showers and thunderstorms across the entire region. So basically what to expect are those showers and thunderstorms. If we look at your Storm Track 12 live Doppler radar over the past hour and a half, you'll notice most of eastern Carolina is quiet after we had that big round of showers and thunderstorms called a mesoscale convective complex move through last night. Now we're just starting to see some of those single cells once again pop up. You can see some right now over near Lenoir County, in Greene County, just to the east of Goldsboro. Something that I want to point out about some of these showers here is right now most of the lightning is to the north of Windsor, but these definitely have some heavy downpours associated with them. And they're those types of downpours that kind of sneak up on you, because if you'll notice, we don't have a lot of that light green. Light green indicates usually very light rainfall, and the dark reds and oranges indicates the heavier rainfall. So what we're seeing here is not a lot of green, which means all of a sudden you go from cloud cover to a very heavy downpour. So expect downpours like this to roll on through, like this one just to the north, kind of splitting Snow Hill throughout the duration of the day. Again, you can see for the most part, things are kind of on the quiet side, but I have a feeling that these showers and thunderstorms here that we just looked at could potentially spark a few more along their outflow boundaries. And basically what we'll probably see today is more of what we've been seeing, where showers and thunderstorms kind of line themselves up. So my best thinking today is that we're once again going to see a line that's kind of inland between maybe Highway 17 that's here and maybe about Highway 11 that's a little bit farther to the west. So if we move on and look at current temperatures, you can see we've got some 80s on the board where we're seeing sunshine. So right now, New Bern 83, Morehead City 82, Richlands 82, Goldsboro, Greenville, Kinston, not seeing as much sun right now, and so that's why we're stuck in the 70s. Today, we'll see some of those peaks of sun, but in general, everyone has a very good shot of seeing some very heavy downpours. It's going to be hot, it's going to be humid, feeling like the 90s in some spots. And rain is going to be to the order of maybe an inch for some locations, some spots seeing maybe 2 inches, and that's why our severe threat today looks like this. Tornadoes very small, rain the biggest threat. And then as we get into the afternoon, we do have the potential of seeing some winds, maybe even wind damage, but right now it's looking like strong storms would roll through maybe late morning, early afternoon, and then possibly some severe storms as we get a little bit later in the day and we get a little bit more of that support. But unlike previous days, we have a little bit more instability, and we also have a little bit more of what's called shear, which usually helps to make storms a little bit stronger. So that's why we have the potential of wind a little bit more than the past few days where it's just been rain. Hail, we might see some P-side stuff, but it's not really a big threat today. Okay, if you look at your satellite and radar, see that big batch of showers, that's what moved through last night. Mainly sweeping on to the north, pushing out in the very early morning. You can see in the wake of it, we've had a few more of those storms spark. You can also see where we have some of that clearing. And that clearing, that sunshine, might be enough to trigger a sea breeze this morning. I don't know, though, because we do have some pretty strong winds, so we'll have to see. Usually strong winds make it kind of tricky for a sea breeze to set up. Either way, sunlight will help to fuel storms today. Along with that, we have this approaching system from the west. And I think with that sunlight just to the east and all this instability and kind of a little bit of action already to the west, we could probably mix and probably set up that corridor of storms like I was talking about. Okay, if we take you to your future track, you can see that this particular model sets up that corridor pretty much where I'm thinking. So that's why I picked it. 8 a.m. as we go on through about 10 a.m., you can see that line of showers kicking on up, could potentially bring some heavier downpours to Greenville. Today, again, Crystal Coast area, out through the Sounds, shouldn't have to worry too much about rain initially. The big thing that you're going to be dodging is the wind and the fact that we have a small craft advisory and some big waves. Here's a look at what to expect around noon. We've got some of those heavier downpours tracking towards the coast a little bit more. Beaufort County, Washington County, down through Craven County and Jones County. That's kind of the big target zone. Continuing on to about 2 o'clock, here's what it looks like. That first band of showers looks like it might be able to advance towards the shore a little bit, But then as we get to about 4 o'clock and we get a little bit more of that sunshine inland, we could spark more storms. So right now the atmosphere is, it has a lot of potential, a lot of moisture and a lot of heat, and it's just waiting for that spark. And a lot of different things can spark it. So that's why it's going to be scattered showers and thunderstorms pretty much in the forecast for everyone, but the coastal areas kind of get missed just a little bit more. Here's midnight. Looks like New Bern would be the one getting the rain all the way through the mouth of the Pamlico River. New Bern right now already about 3 inches above average for this month. And we're not even technically done with the month yet. So more rain on tap for you. Hopefully some farmers are doing all right. I know we're probably getting close to harvest for corn. And rain, too much rain can kind of be troublesome in that regards. As we continue on through time, here's 2 a.m. Notice some showers lingering, potentially rebuilding, and then moving on up through the same counties again. So coastal counties looks like maybe overnight is the best chance for rain into about noon. And then as we get into the afternoon inlands, we have another chance of seeing some of those scattered showers and thunderstorms. Both today and tomorrow, we do have that potential for some of these to continue to advance and become severe. So keep that in mind. Monday, more the same. Here's 8 a.m. If you're heading off to a morning commute, you're going to have to deal with more rain. All right, so to kind of explain what's going on a little bit, I'll show you the very broad satellite and radar here. Got a couple of things. First, we have an upper level trough with a surface low. And notice that the winds around the low are kind of spinning in a counterclockwise way. And along with that, we've got a high pressure system that's refusing to move off the coast. This is the Bermuda High. It usually sets up there this time of year. And together, you'll notice that the winds are kind of being directed up from the southwest. And what that's doing is it's bringing up a lot of moisture from the Gulf of Mexico. And unfortunately, it looks like our systems are not really wanting to move at all. And because of that, it's going to give us the same weather patterns almost daily. So expect 80s, expect it to be very humid, expect those showers and thunderstorms with tropical downpours almost every day, especially as we get into the daylight hours. Tuesday, up through Tuesday, we're going to be dealing with the wind because of this pressure difference at the surface. It usually generates some faster wind speeds. Right now, seas onshore up to about 8 feet. And our rip current risk is about moderate for most area beaches, so be careful if you're heading to the water. Sun and tides look like this. High tide today about 2. Low tide tonight at about 8 o'clock. And one more thing that I do want to kind of point out in terms of the tropics, we are, after all, in Atlantic Basin tropical hurricane season. And tropical satellite is fairly quiet, but National Hurricane Center did kind of point out this little batch of showers and thunderstorms near the Lesser Antilles Islands, and right now it doesn't really have a very good chance of getting its act together. But on the chance that it does, oops, there we go, right here. On the chance that it does, we've already been keeping our eye on it. So right now, very, very low likelihood. In fact, I think the National Hurricane Center said it had a 0% chance of becoming a tropical cyclone in the next 2 days, but whether it could be something more in the next few days is to be decided. All right? Your planning forecast looks like this. Notice rain chance is very high. And it's one of those kinds of weeks where some people might get it really hard and some people might get absolutely nothing. So with that being said, keep your outdoor activities in mind and also just have a backup plan. Some should go off without a hitch and some would be completely rained out. And then 4th of July, you'll notice that we have a little bit more of that sunshine. And we still have that chance for showers and thunderstorms. It will be hot and it will be humid still, but we do have the potential that maybe we could have things calm down for the fireworks show, so that's good. In terms of today, we'll be sure to keep you posted here on News Channel 12. Monitor our Facebook and our Twitter, and of course, if any of these storms become severe, we'll let you know. We'll have a crawl at the bottom of the screen. We'll have more information on our website, and if it gets bad enough, we'll be sure to cut into programming for very quick updates as well. Have a good Saturday.